In a world where entertainment and survival collide, where the stakes are higher than ever, and only the strongest will walk away, one game changes everything. Welcome to The Condemned, a brutal, high-octane action thriller that pits death row inmates against each other in a fight for freedom. Starring WWE legend Steve Austin as Jack Conrad, this film takes us into the depths of human depravity, where morality is tested and survival is the only rule that matters. Buckle up as we take a deep dive into the raw intensity and chaos that make The Condemned a pulse-pounding experience. The movie introduces us to a disturbing concept, a twisted reality show where 10 convicted criminals from around the world are thrown onto a remote island with one mission: kill or be killed. The prize? Freedom. But the cost? Their humanity. Wealthy media mogul Ian Breckle, played by Robert Mammone, orchestrates this barbaric event, broadcasting it live to a paying audience, feeding the public's hunger for blood and violence. The concept is simple: only one contestant can survive, and every brutal moment is streamed online for millions to watch. Enter Jack Conrad, Steve Austin, a former Special Forces operative imprisoned on death row in El Salvador. Convicted for crimes shrouded in mystery, Conrad is dragged into this twisted game against his will. Unlike his fellow contestants, he isn't in it for the bloodlust. He fights to survive, to find a way back to the life that was stolen from him. As the countdown begins, Conrad sizes up his enemies, knowing that hesitation means death. But Jack isn't the only warrior on the island. Among the 10 contestants are the most ruthless killers from around the world. Ewan McStarley Vinnie Jones, a psychopathic former SAS operative, quickly emerges as the most dangerous adversary. He relishes the chaos, using the game as an excuse to unleash his bloodthirsty instincts. Others include the cunning Usantua, Amelia Burns, a lethal assassin with unmatched agility, and Paco Pacheco, a brutal cartel enforcer who stops at nothing to win. As the contestants are dropped onto the island, the game erupts into immediate violence. The collar strapped to each inmate's neck is their leash, detonating if they try to escape or break the rules. Every movement is monitored, every kill broadcasted to millions. Ian Breckle watches from his control room, reveling in the carnage he orchestrated. But what he doesn't anticipate is Jack Conrad. Unlike the others, Conrad refuses to play by the rules. He doesn't kill for sport, he fights with purpose. As alliances form and betrayals unfold, the island becomes a war zone. Jack moves like a ghost, outmaneuvering his enemies, using his military training to stay one step ahead. He doesn't just fight to survive, he fights for justice, for redemption. Meanwhile, McStarley thrives in the chaos, hunting down contestants with ruthless efficiency. The battle between Conrad and McStarley becomes inevitable, a collision between two forces destined to clash. As the bloodshed unfolds, the world watches in horrified fascination. Breckle's reality show becomes an unstoppable phenomenon, but not everyone is entertained. Protests erupt, journalists question the morality of the event, and even Breckle's own staff begins to question the depths of their involvement. The show is no longer just about ratings, it's about the soul of humanity, about how far people will go for entertainment. With only a few contestants remaining, the island is drenched in blood. Jack Conrad and Ewan McStarley face off in a brutal final showdown, an all-out war of fists, knives, and sheer willpower. McStarley, fueled by his twisted desire to win, throws everything he has at Conrad. But Jack, driven by something deeper, refuses to fall. Their battle is relentless, every punch and strike a fight for more than just survival. It's a fight for what's right. As the final moments unfold, Conrad emerges victorious. But victory comes at a cost. The island is left in ruins, the world watching as Breckle's twisted empire collapses under the weight of its own evil. Authorities move in, dismantling the illegal operation. Breckle, once the puppet master, now finds himself the hunted. And Jack Conrad? He walks away, not just as a survivor, but as a man who refused to be condemned by a corrupt system. The Condemned isn't just an action film, it's a mirror held up to society's obsession with violence, reality television, and the price of entertainment. It asks the hard questions: how far is too far? What separates justice from brutality? And in a world where death is broadcasted for sport, who are the real condemned?